Our Reading Rockstars program is one of the ways that we reach out to our Texas community. We bring notable children's authors to Title I schools throughout Texas, and these authors bring their books to life for children. And for many of these children, they've never been in contact with an author, let alone owned a brand new book.
This program, Reading Rockstars program, is a very, very good program that motivates the students to read, even the reluctant reader. And it is something that they will have, forever, because they really appreciate that they do get the author's book, the author autographs it, and even from last year they come back to me and they tell me, "Ma'am, I still have the book." It's great, and they appreciate it's autographed as well.
Since the Reading Rockstars program began, the festival has sponsored hundreds of author presentations and donated books to more than 25,000 students throughout the state.
To me, it enables authors to come to schools that might otherwise not be able to afford to bring authors to talk at their schools, and also instill in them this same sense of community that you got to give back. You always got to give back, and I think that's what I love about the program Reading Rockstars, that it's very much a program that comes and brings authors to the communities and really reaches directly with the kids.
Well, I felt real lucky because I got to introduce him, but I also got to see him live, and he read two of his stories to us, and one that hasn't been published yet. So I think that was real neat. I thought it was a great opportunity because we got to meet him in person and
take some pictures with him.
Yeah, we got his autograph. We got a book that was autographed by him.
It's a book about scary stories and just stories that he grew up with and what his grandfather told him. Because without reading, basically you can't do anything, because the world is reading.
Like, if you're gonna pay your taxes, you have to read what they're telling you.
I mean, I grew up in the Valley, so I always loved coming to read here in the Valley. I love coming to talk to the kids here in the Valley, because, my stories are their stories. At this age, you don't know what you're going to be when you grow up. I tell kids, those of you that hate talking in front of people, you might end up making your life as a public speaker.
I like reading because it can sometimes take me to other places in my imagination.
I like reading because it's like TV in your head with words.
Okay.
Well, I think it's going to be something that's going to stay in my heart for my whole life.
And they're pretty excited. They can't wait to actually meet someone who got a book published. They keep asking me, when are they coming? When are they coming? This to them, I think, says, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. This can be done. And if some of them, if they're good writers now in their primary grades, we said, if that's what your dream is, go for it. And I think this is an inspiration for them. That they actually get to see someone who has done it.
You can be an author too. Do any of you get ideas in your brain? Do any of you like to tell stories?
We're in a very low socioeconomic status here in the Valley. Most of our kids are at-risk kids, so they're not, when a parent has extra funds, they're not really buying books. So everyone gets to get their own book and start their own library at home. And these authors really enlighten our students. Most of the authors that have come to visit us are Hispanic authors, and it tells our kids that as a culture, we have something to say. We have our own stories, our own sayings, and our own style of living, of laughing, of everything.
It means a lot. I like her to coming and everything. She did a good job up there. It's a pleasure to meet her. I didn't know she talked Spanish. It impressed me a lot. And I liked how she is and everything. She's really funny and stuff. Books mean to me that whenever you don't have anything to do, you just grab a book and you just read. And that's something that it could entertain you, and it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot, you get smarter and stuff by reading books.
The author was Georgina Lázaro, and she wanted them to reach for the stars. And once they see Hispanics out there as writers and as illustrators, they say, you know what? maybe I can be there someday.
This is what keeps me alive, in touch with children, with what they read, with what they ask, with what they like. So I think I have a mission, and my mission is to let them know that reading can be fun, and to let them know that you should read some other things, not only what you read for school, but to find something to read for fun. It's kind of special occasion to give a book to each boy and girl.
Just thank you.
Reading is fun. It doesn't have to be homework. And I think we've had a lot of success. Many of the librarians have said that more books are being checked out. You know, more children have an interest in what they're reading and talking about what they're reading. And in an age where technology and computers and games have taken over, kids are still enjoying books. And I'm glad that we are able to cultivate that kind of learning.
Oh, they really enjoyed it. I could tell the way they were interacting, and they were so attentive when he was telling his stories. I was watching the kids' reactions, and they were getting it, which means they were really there focused on what he was presenting. We are very fortunate here at John F. Kennedy to have had the authors visit our campus, because we are one of a select few. We are very fortunate to have been selected, to have the Reading Rock Stars. Our children really appreciate, meeting new authors. We do hope to continue. We look forward to having authors visit in the future. Every author that has come to present has done a great job, and our students are really motivated, and you can tell because of the projects that they produce and we have out on display, and they anticipate and look forward to the day when it finally gets here.